What is good? It's your boy NOIZYGENT, and today I'm going to be doing a beat breakdown of one of my R&B beats.
NOIZYGENT, are you serious?
So in Ableton, where I start off with the melody, I used the soft keys preset from Spitfire Audio's Labs. This is what it sounds like without any effects on it. As you can see, it's pretty ordinary, pretty simple. And next thing I added, so let's just say some saucy effects. I can break it down for you. So this is what it sounds like with the effects, and then I'll break it down for you. So to break it down, this is essentially what the effect rack looks like. So some Valhalla vintage verb. So I just added a chorus, space mode, and then just kind of left it plain and just brought down the mix. Next thing I added Redux, and I brought the sample rate down to 1 kilohertz, and I just added the utility and brought the gain up by 6. And this is, again, this is what it sounds like. Next, I added a lo-fi piano from Analog Lab. This is the Last Minute Fly preset from Hayes's Drowned Voids. I think, I can't remember. For some reason, Analog doesn't let you kind of go in and show the library. So this is what it sounds like without any effects. As you can see, quite simple again. And what I did was I just threw another effects rack on it, just added Redux, brought the sample rate down to 1 kilohertz, added an EQ and then an auto filter, and this is what it sounds like. And to add a bit of space, added a pad just following the same melody. This is what it sounds like. That's just a simple pad, and this is what it sounds like with some effects on it. Again, just a reverb, just add a bit more space. So what I do is just add RC20 on it, bring the noise down, added wobble, a bit of distortion, and bring the magnitude down to about 50%. It's just kind of a sweet spot for me, really. Next, I added a vocal chop. This is from like the Slate Digital vocal preset pack. This is what it sounds like by itself. And then with some effects on it, then this is what it sounds like. So I just break down the effects chain for you. Again, just Valhalla vintage verb, concert hall mixed down to about 45%, added some Redux, brought the sample rate down to about 1 kilohertz, auto filter just take away some of the highs, and then an auto filter takes some of the lows, and then the subtle delay with feedback at 26 and drive at about 26 as well. And this is what everything kind of sounds like together. Next thing we're going to move on to is the drums. Again, I'm not really going to dive too much detail about the drums, but I'll just kind of show you everything all together, and then I'll break it down channel by channel. So this is what the whole drum sound like together. So I'll break the drums down. We're starting with the 808, just a simple pattern. Okay, like I said, simple pattern. What I did was I added a little roll around here, just 4 notes, and then I just dropped the velocity down. This is what it essentially sounds like. Just kind of just lead into the next 808. Next is the kick. Again, just kind of following the same pattern as the 808, but it just kind of hits at the very start, just to add a bit of punch. Again, just kind of duplicate the roll as well, just to emphasize on that roll. Next is a snare. Again, quite simple, just a simple snare pattern. Again, next I added a clap, kind of just similar pattern to the snare. So what I usually use the clap for is just to stack it on the snare, just add a bit of body with the snare. Then the snare, for me, the snare is just kind of the transient, and then the clap is just the tail and the body of my snare. Next, I added just an accent snare, just to add a bit of movement to the drum loop. What I did is just added a bit of reverb, just kind of space it out a bit. Next is just the hi-hat. Again, it's kind of simple pattern, but I'll show you the two patterns I have for this beat. So this is the pattern I have for the hook. Again, it's just kind of subtle, just to, again, add a bit of variation to the beat, because you don't want it to kind of sound the same. So that's the variation there for the hook. This is the variation here for the actual verse. Next thing I added was just a small open hi-hat, just around here, just to lead into the snare. And again, you just don't want to overcomplicate, so I just space it out. So it's just open snare here and then an open snare around here. Quite simple again. Then what I did was I did a perk, just roll here, just one shot here, and then a roll here. So I'll just play that for you. Just kind of, again, following the hi-hat pattern, and then I just added a bit of effects on it. What I did was just added just the EQ and then just the delay to just, again, space it out. Last couple things I added onto this, just add a bit of movement to the drum, is just 2 percussion loops. I will just kind of add the percussion loops here. Boom. Yeah, so that's the whole beat breakdown. After that, I just mixed, arranged, and just added some transitions and a few soundscape and ambience effect, and then called it a day. And thanks for watching. If you want to catch me on my socials, make sure to check the link in the description. Smash that subscribe button. Peace.
NOIZYGENT.